Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 7 of the April daily draws. As we start a new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Celtic Spirit Oracle. So let's use our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And we have the Six of Swords. So, to me, this indicates a journey. It indicates moving on. And it can sometimes indicate a literal journey. And sometimes, literally, it could, within the right context, mean a journey over water. But more often than not, it's a metaphorical journey in our minds. It's to do with an intellectual, mindful journey, going from difficulties, stress, upheaval to calmer waters. So, to a more clear, restful sort of mind, we're shifting the focus of our minds to something more positive. We're moving away from, we're leaving behind the stress, the cares, the worries of something, and we're moving on to something that's going to bring a better times, better clarity, more stillness to our minds, and to our emotions too, because the waters can often represent the emotions. So and the fact that our mind is becoming at peace more, that may affect us as emotionally too, because a calmer mind may bring calmer emotions. The way we think about something. So we're going on a mental journey, the journey of mind to a calmer appreciation of our situation, to seeing things in a new light, gaining a new perspective. It's interesting that the general energy card for last month was the Hanged Man, about gaining that new perspective. And that can helps us to bring about a more peaceful mind. And in that will then bring a little more stillness and calmness to our emotions. So that's what this card is suggesting, that this is a time to work through any issues, to move on in our minds to a better frame of mind that will not only bring us peace of mind, but also settle any emotions. And we've been talking about those emotions. In fact, we had, didn't we not? Did we not? We had the Princess or the Page of Cups, where we were pondering our emotions and how our emotions were going to be affected by the process that where we were entering, and the next stage that we were moving into. So this would suggest that any healing or any calmness is there for us, and we just need to move on in our minds. Maybe we need to change our thinking about something, and maybe the way we're thinking about it is causing upheaval in our minds and thereby affecting us emotionally. And to bring that stillness in, we need to change the way we're thinking about something. Maybe we need to think about it in a different way, see it from a different angle, almost, if you like, a hanged man kind of situation will bring about this mental journey that the Six of Swords does suggest. So, whatever it is that's been causing us stress, that's been causing us stress in the mental stress, emotional stress, and even then that might affect us physically. We may feel physically stressed, and if we're not careful, it can manifest in some kind of illness or something that may come from that, because we're not taking care of ourselves. We're letting all this turmoil energy build up in us, in our bodies, in our minds, in our emotions, and that's never good for us. So we need to get to that place where we can move forward into calmer waters, so that for our own benefit, so that we're able to see more clearly, we've got a clearer mind, we've got more restful emotions, and even it'll bring some, perhaps take some stress out of ourselves, out of our physical bodies, who knows. So, as I say, but this is a journey, it's a process. All that we've been talking about is emphasizing that this isn't something that happens in it's sort of like a flash of lightning. This is something that it's a journey, it's a process that we work through, and it takes a certain amount of time, and it's not to be rushed. But if we go through it and work with it, it will bring about the change that we need. And it all starts perhaps with changing our viewpoint, getting that mindset changed. But sometimes changing our mindset is not an instant thing. It is a process. It's a journey in itself. And this, I think, is represented by today's card, the Six of Swords. So if we are ready for that, let's enter into that and be willing to go on that journey of the mind. We may not totally change our perspective, as I say, all in one go. It may be a process, a journey. But let's be willing to take that journey. And I think that's what this card, the Six of Swords, is suggesting to us today. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Here we go. The Tree Spirit. First of all, a very beautiful card. Love that card. The Tree Spirit. Strength, growth, stability. That's what we're moving towards. That's what this, like the tree is rooted into the ground and is firm and strong and grows. Look how strong that tree looks. And when we do go through this process of gaining this new perspective of this journey of the mind, it's in order to gain strength, growth, and stability in our lives. So going on this journey, that's what our end goal is, to get the strength, the growth and stability we need. And if we go through the process, that's exactly where we will end up. So we need to be willing to go on the journey to arrive at this destination. So that's what these cards are advising us today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 8. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.